In the serene theater of the wetlands, a drama of deceit and survival plays out, hidden among the swaying reeds.
The common cuckoo, a master of disguise, surveys its domain not to build a home, but to find a victim. Evolution has stripped this bird of its parenting instincts, replacing them with a cunning strategy known as brood parasitism.
Unaware of the watcher above, these reed warblers work tirelessly to construct a cradle for their future offspring.
The female cuckoo is a ghost in the canopy, waiting for the perfect moment to strike.
The warblers have begun their clutch, each egg a precious investment of energy and hope.
Instinct alerts the host mother to danger, but the threat is often too subtle to detect until it is too late.
Patience is the cuckoo's weapon. She memorizes the routine of the hosts, timing her move with precision.
A brief moment of absence is all the opening the intruder needs.
She descends with the speed of a hawk, focused entirely on the target nest. The infiltration begins, a giant invading a home built for a much smaller bird.
To maintain the count, she removes one host egg, a calculated act of subtraction.
The stolen egg provides nourishment, removing evidence of her crime.
She has only seconds to complete the biological imperative that drives her existence.
The deed is done. She vanishes as quickly as she arrived.
The rightful owners return, oblivious to the changeling now resting among their own.
There is a moment of tension as she inspects the clutch, but the disguise holds.
Acceptance seals the fate of her own offspring.
The incubation period begins, a race against time where the cuckoo has a genetic head start.
Inside the shell, the cuckoo embryo develops rapidly.
The first sign of the impending takeover appears, a fracture in the facade. The parasite enters the world, vulnerable in appearance but lethal in instinct. While the hosts celebrate a new life, they are welcoming their children's executioner. Mere hours after hatching, a dark, primal drive awakens within the blind chick.
It requires no sight to perform its deadly task. Touch and balance are its guides.
Its anatomy is shaped for this specific purpose, a hollow in its back designed to cradle the burden it must eject. With Herculean effort relative to its size, the chick hoists the heavy egg. It climbs the walls of the nest, driven by a singular, ruthless compulsion. At the precipice, there is no hesitation, only the biological mandate to eliminate competition. One competitor is gone, cast into the void below. The unhatched warbler is lost forever, a silent casualty of the cuckoo's survival. The effort is immense, leaving the chick drained, but the work is not yet finished. The mother returns, seemingly unperturbed by the missing egg, her instinct to feed overriding any suspicion. As soon as strength returns, the cycle of eviction resumes. Another potential sibling is removed, ensuring the cuckoo will claim 100% of the food. Even a hatched host chick is not safe. The cuckoo treats it just like an egg.
It is a grotesque display of strength, the blind leading the living to their doom.
The nest is cleared.
The usurper now stands alone.
With the competition eliminated, the cuckoo transforms into a demanding tyrant, its bright gape a super stimulus that the host parents cannot resist.
The parents are enslaved by their own instincts, feeding a monster that destroyed their lineage.
The cuckoo grows at an astonishing rate, fueled by the undivided attention of two devoted foster parents.
Its call mimics the sound of an entire brood of warbler chicks, tricking the parents into working harder.
The food requirements become insatiable, pushing the host parents to the brink of exhaustion.
The size difference becomes comical and tragic. The child dwarfs the home it occupies.
The dynamics of nature are inverted. The parent perches on the child to serve it.
It begins to resemble a bird of prey, yet the warblers see only a helpless chick.
The cuckoo is not helpless. It can mimic the hiss of a snake to deter threats. The toll on the hosts is physical and severe, drained by the parasitic demand.
The nest can barely contain the energy of the growing imposter. The time to leave the cradle arrives. The cuckoo fledges, leaving the ruined nest behind.
Even outside the nest, the demand continues, the begging call echoing through the reeds.
Other birds may recognize the intruder, but the foster parents are blind to the truth.
Its wings, nourished by the stolen resources of another species, grow strong.
The instinct to protect is pathetic in its futility against the cuckoo's massive scale.
Instincts from its biological lineage begin to surface. The predator awakes.
The bond is transactional and temporary, and the cuckoo's gaze turns outward.
Independence comes swiftly, severing the connection without ceremony. The hosts are left with nothing. No offspring, no legacy, only wasted effort.
It joins a silent fraternity of imposters, all raised by strangers.
It is a perfect specimen of survival, crafted by millions of years of evolutionary pressure.
It occupies a unique ecological niche, thriving where others cannot.
Autumn approaches, triggering the ancient urge to migrate.
Without ever meeting its biological parents, it knows exactly where to go. A perilous journey to Africa awaits, a test of the strength gained at the warbler's expense. It departs alone, guided by genetic memory etched into its DNA.
It carries the legacy of its species, a cycle of exploitation that spans continents.
The scene of the crime slowly returns to the earth, the evidence fading.
The hosts survive to try again next year, caught in an eternal trap.
Evolution is an arms race. Some hosts learn to recognize and reject the forgeries.
But the cuckoo evolves in turn, refining its disguise to stay one step ahead.
The wheel of seasons turns, bringing life back to the reeds.
The imposter returns, now a master of the craft, ready to continue the lineage. The iconic call sounds, a herald of spring to us, but a warning to the birds of the marsh. New victims construct their homes, unaware of the shadow watching from above. The cycle is cruel, efficient,
and unbreakable. From the stolen egg to the murderous chick, every step is a marvel of adaptation. In the vast complexity of nature, morality does not exist, only survival.
The cuckoo reminds us that in the wild, deception is not a crime. It is a masterpiece of evolution.